lovely Aquarians, how goes it, guys? This is Debs, and this is your reading for mid-November 2025. Aquarius, in your vision, I saw two people standing in a corridor. There was a big argument, and one person said, well, I don't care what you think, I'm doing it. Turned around, walked down the corridor, opened the door, slammed it, and the other person could hear them locking the door and stood there in shock. Oh my God, oh my God. They have just turned and left. They wanted the last word. They wanted to win. This person was just completely shocked. And they sat down on the floor, cross-legged, thinking, they're going to come back. They're going to come back and apologize because that was completely out of order. Archangel Michael then showed me a clock, and this person was still sat cross-legged on the floor 3 hours later, looking at the door, as if they were expecting this person to open the door, come through and say, I'm really sorry, and they didn't. So they got up, headed in the opposite direction, took the lift down, headed out onto the street, thinking, okay, it's done. If that's the way they want to play it, if that's how they really feel, okay, all right. I thought that was out of order, but there's nothing I can do about it. I've just got to move on. A couple of months later, this person was at home and there was a knock on the door. Opened the door and there was this person who had basically had a temper tantrum. And they were standing there looking a little bit embarrassed with a gift and said, yeah, I'm so sorry about that time. Yeah, I don't know what came over me. I do apologize. But I could see behind this person's back, whilst one hand was holding a gift, the other hand was behind this person's back with their fingers crossed. It's as if, God, I really hope that they accept my apology, almost as if they were desperate. But it wasn't obvious on the outside. They didn't look desperate. Oh, yeah, I just really wanted to apologize. So sorry. But inside they were thinking, please, right? So Aquarius, I'm sorry for the long vision, but that is what came through. Let's get into this and see what this is. It may be, Aquarius, that this person meant to do what they did, but something has happened in this person's life and they may now need you. They desperately need you for something. And that's why they're sort of coming back, or meek and mild. But Aquarius, be careful. I didn't like the fingers crossed behind this person's back. It's as if, oh, I really hope. So, yeah, let's just see what this is. Now, this is the Marchetti deck, guys. If you want a private reading, everything is listed down below. Still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings. I'm gonna continue that if I can speak today. And yeah, let's just start. Aquarius. So Archangel Michael, what do we have for my lovely Aquas out there? Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, mid-November 2025. Okay. I'm hearing the words blank expression. Aquarius, you may open the door and there may just be a blank expression on your face because you don't know how you feel. Should I accept their apology? Should I just close the door again? You may not know how to react, but you're going to find it really strange. Well, why have they waited all this time to come back to apologize to me? Why didn't they do it immediately? What's changed, you know? What's changed? We'll see. Okay, guys. Yeah, Two of Wands. You don't know, Aquarius, whether or not this person is sitting in the shadow, sitting in the light. You don't know. Can I trust this? Can't I? What do they want from me? Are they genuinely just sorry? Did they need this time to think things through? You're suspicious, though. Yeah, Nine of Swords. It's as if, I don't trust this. What's going on with this person? What's going on in their life? In the past, Yeah, there was some sneakiness, Aquarius. But rather than this person apologizing, they might have gaslit you and just turned tail and closed this out. It might be through mortification. It might be out of embarrassment. After that time, Aqua, Knight of Wands, you just did your thing, right? You just did your thing. You just carried on, got on with your life, got on with your day-to-day routine. You didn't want to think about this anymore because it unsettled you. It just unsettled you. In your thoughts now, King of Cups. So Aquarius, you're thinking about a King of Cups. You're thinking about a King of Cups. This is somebody who can be warm, loving and giving, but this can also be somebody who keeps secrets. This can be somebody who can be emotionally manipulative. This can be somebody who doesn't express their feelings. In the immediate future, the Devil. Capricorn energy. You somehow feel, Aquarius, that whoever this is still, I'm hearing, sat in toxic energy. Still, I'm hearing being a little bit underhanded. In your fears, Aqua, Queen of Swords. Yeah, this is you. This is you. Aquarius, you're fearing being too harsh with this person. But ultimately, you want to know what's changed. Why are you now coming back into my life, all sweetness and light, with this little gift? I am so sorry. You're really suspicious. Sort of, what do you want from me? I'm pretty sure you want something from me because in the past, you did something unforgivable and basically you slammed the door. In this person's energy, oh, okay, 6 of Wands. Aqua. They do want to win. They may want to get one over on you again. They want to feel victorious. They may have a plan up their sleeve, but in order for this to be successful, they need you on side somehow. In your hopes, Aquarius, 7 of Pentacles. In your hopes, Aqua, you're just hoping that if you open the door again, you're not going to have to cope with this person sat in the 7 of Swords. Have they changed? You're hoping, Aquarius, that you can trust this person because you went through a lot in the past. And the outcome. 7 of Wands. Aquarius, you're deciding, after a lot of careful thought, that you're going to put up very strong boundaries. You may simply, Aquarius, say no to what they are suggesting. Because what I think we have here is this person coming in with a huge apology, big dramatic apology. I am so sorry, Aquarius, please forgive me. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking about, right? But somehow they are needing you back in their corner because they want you maybe to help them with something. They need you to be back on their team somehow. And you're realizing this, and it might be a shock. Wow, you're not coming back because you feel genuinely bad for what you did. You're coming back because you want something from me. It could be a big shock. Clarification for you, Aquarius, 3 of Swords. This cut deep. I mean, whatever this person did, it cut deep. Yes. And it also put you in the 10 of Wands. It caused you a lot of problems. So not only did this person do something unforgivable, but it caused you major issues in your day-to-day life. So this could be you feeling very unstable. This could be you feeling emotionally unwell. This could be you somehow having to get back on your feet again. It wasn't just what they did, it affected you on a day-to-day basis. Now, whoever this person is, they are hoping for victory and success, but they are sitting in ego. They are wanting to win. I almost feel as if this person is wearing a false mask, pretending to be your friend or pretending to be very sorry about what they did. But actually, I feel, Aquarius, they may plan on backstabbing you again once they get what they want. I don't know what this person's problem is, but you can sense they're sat in the energy of the devil, right? Clarification for this person. Yeah, Knight of Coins. I'm hearing I'll pay you back later on. I'll pay you back later on. I'll pay you back later on. But with the energy of the Fool, they think you're a fool, Aquarius. They think you're going to say, oh yes, okay, that's fine. This could be an Aries, this could be an Earth sign, this could be a Leo with a 6 of Wands. We got Aries and Sag. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn. It could be anyone, guys. This is someone who plans on taking you for a fool and then jumping in a completely different direction. Right? This is the equivalent, Aquarius, of you lending this person quite a lot of money to get back on their feet. You may have asked this person gently, nicely, okay, all right, well, I'm glad you're okay now. Do you have any idea when you can pay me back? They may have gone off in a bit of a strop, sort of symbolically slammed the door and left you standing there. Not only apologising for maybe not being able to pay you back the money, but being very aggressive with it. Something like that. So Aquarius, if it is something similar, then this is this person coming back to you. You think they are just going to apologize and maybe say, I'm so sorry, Aquarius. Yeah, you know, I'm going to pay you back. I'm going to pay you back in monthly installments, or I can do this next month, whatever this is. But you have your suspicions, because what you're going to figure out is this is somebody who wants you to forgive them, but they may be saying to you, actually, Aquarius, do you have a little bit more money? Yeah, really sorry about the fact I was a bit off before. Yeah, you know, I wonder whether or not you could do that for me. And this is you standing there in disbelief. And this is you thinking, oh my God, they really think I'm that stupid. The Fool. Because what they plan on doing is not paying you back any money at all. They plan on taking the extra money that they hope you're going to give them and head off in another direction. You'll probably never see the money again. So, Aquarius, this may not be about money, but we have a Knight of Pentacles. We have you looking back at past mistakes, possibly financially, right? I don't know. So, Aquarius, underneath the deck, we have the Four of Swords. You had to heal from whatever this was. Yes. You had to heal from them sabotaging the situation and leaving you in a very difficult place in your life. Well, they're now wanting to come back and sort of say sorry, to sort of reconcile. But why do I feel as if they've got something else up their sleeve? And you can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it. So, guys, let's get into this and see what comes through. I think you can see this person coming a mile off Aqua. It may be that this is the ideal time to, in a very mature manner, speak your truth and say to this person, you were very disappointed. You're a nice person, so you do forgive them. But you don't want any further communication is what I'm getting here, because the final card, Aqua, is you standing your ground. You're putting up really strong boundaries. I mean, this is kind of, don't contact me again. All right, let's have a look at the Two of Wands. Sorry, guys, if this is a bit challenging. What is the Two of Wands, Michael, and the Nine of Swords? This is you understanding they're coming back. They want to see you. They want to talk. The Hermit. Okay. Could be a Virgo. I don't know. You distanced yourself from this person, Aqua. Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Wands. I think, Aquarius, you move forward and embraced a brand new start. You embraced a brand new start, Aqua. But you did think about the past. You did think about the past. King of Coins. You did think about the past, Aquarius, possibly concerning a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Remember, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. What happened in the past with the Seven of Swords? You recognized something, Aqua, and there was a Tower moment. Wow. Could have related to a Scorpio or an Aries. What was the Tower moment? Okay, well, yeah. I mean, this person basically said something very cutting to you. Could have been a younger fire sign. And then left, closed out the cycle. They might have gaslit you, Aquarius, when you realised what this person was up to, what they were doing. It might be they were angry because basically they were found out. After that time, Aqua, with the Knight of Wands, you either just move forward or you recognise that this person had done something flighty. They'd done something out of order. Eight of Cups. This is walking away. This is walking away. Wow. Aquarius, did they take something from you? This is overindulgence and then they left you. Did they take something from you which they shouldn't have done and then they just packed up and left? I don't know, guys. Magician, Virgo, Scorpio, Gemini. They did something unforgivable. You may even, Aquarius, have done something like give this person a roof over their head, allow them to stay with you for a period of time because, you know, maybe financially things were difficult, maybe even lent them money. And then you got back home from work one day and they'd gone and they'd taken stuff from your house and you couldn't reach them. I mean, whatever this was, it was unforgivable. It was unforgivable, guys. Yeah. They left you in a difficult situation financially, whatever this situation was. Aquarius, what you're thinking about is the Knight of Cups. Now, this could potentially be a water sign, could be an earth sign, could be an Aries, could be a Leo, could be anyone, Capricorn here. You're thinking that this person sort of wore a false mask. They wore a false mask. Death cards, Scorpio. You trusted this person. You trusted this person, Aquarius. You trusted this person. What you're recognizing here is they want to come back to see you. You may be curious, are they going to come back to do the right thing? For some of you, are they coming back to repay the money? Or do they want something else from me? You're very nervous, Aquarius. Three of Pentacles. They want to rebuild this. They want to rebuild this, but you're suspicious. They seem to want to see you urgently. They want to see you urgently. What is your gut reaction here? To hold back. Yeah, interesting. Your gut reaction, your intuition is telling you, Aquarius, don't do it. Don't open the door. Don't answer this person. Don't reply to messages. Just don't do it. Because you have a horrible feeling that they aren't sitting in a genuine energy. It's not that they want to come back to apologize. They need something from you. Again. So in the immediate future, we have the Devil and the Six of Wands. They are hoping for victory and success. This person is sat, I have to say, sadly, still in ego. They still want to win. What they plan on saying to you is, oh yes, I can repay the money at a later date. I will do it, but not now. I wonder perhaps if you can give me a bit more. Can you help me out again? But they know it's a risk, Aquarius, because you've already seen their mask slip. You've already seen their mask slip. So they really would be taking you for a fool. And to be honest with you, you're sat there thinking, oh my God, I mean, this person's just sat heavily in their shadow. This is devil energy. They're not being honest. They're lying. Yeah. So, Archangel Michael, when do we have the Devil and the Six of Wands for Aquarius? I don't know why. I'm seeing a clock and its hands are going backwards very, 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 very quickly. Back in time, right? You're going right back to when you met this person. Okay. So you're going to have to relive what they did all over again. 4th of December. Okay. That's all I'm getting, guys. Let's have a look at this person's energy. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. Wow. They are looking at options. They may be an opportunist, right? They may be an opportunist. Yeah, and they may be juggling money again. Wow. What's on their mind? Yeah. 4 of Pentacles. They're struggling financially. Okay, now, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. We've all been in that terrible situation. But what I don't like is the fact that they're pretending everything in their life is fantastic when actually they are feeling a bit desperate. They may not have anyone else to turn to. They may not have any money. They may be looking again for somewhere to stay. They may not be able to afford to pay rent. This person is hiding something, Aquarius. You can feel it. You can feel it. Yeah, the moon. Because what you're thinking about is, why would they even have the audacity to show their face unless they were desperate? Because if this person sat in the 7 of Swords and then basically did a runner and caused you to sit in the Tower, you would have thought they would never have had the cheek to show their face again. So they must be desperate. They must need you for something. They must need you for something. They're keeping secrets. What is the secret here? The Emperor. Aquarius, the secret is they want to be in control. The Emperor in a high vibration is someone sitting in integrity. But the Emperor sat in shadow, which they obviously are, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles, feeling a bit desperate, right? Cannot be trusted. So this is a King of Cups Emperor. Could be a bit of emotional manipulation here. Yeah, they're coming in with this big apology. I'm sorry, Aquarius, I do care about you. I'm sorry I said what I said. right? Hangman. But what you don't know, Aquarius, is they are completely stuck. They may not have anywhere to turn. They may not know what to do. They may have treated other people badly or used other people in some way, and everyone's turned their back. They're stuck. King of Swords. This is actually someone, Aquarius, who has a plan. They're being strategic. They want something from you. Remember, you're coming through as a Queen of Swords. So this is someone I believe that you were supposed to connect with, but I think this is a karmic soulmate. I think this is a karmic soulmate. What are they hoping for here? Too many cards, Michael. What are they hoping for here? High Priestess. They're hoping to keep something a secret. They don't want to tell you something. What don't they want Aquarius to know? That they're very stressed, actually, about reaching out because they don't know what you're going to say. What are they hoping for? Eight of Coins. They may want to talk about money. If this is someone that you lent money to, Aquarius, they're going to start off with saying, oh yes, I am working on paying you back. I'm working on paying you back. How do they see Aquarius? They may think, Aquarius, that you're financially stable. I don't like their energy. Judgment. They are under judgment from source, from the divine. But they're still going to come in and ask you in a roundabout way to help them again. The Star. Because Aquarius, you would somehow bring them a wish fulfilled if you were to help them out again. I think they're in a really sticky situation. They haven't got anyone to turn to. And they're thinking, okay, well, I could go and see Aquarius, but I'm going to have to start off with an apology and, you know, make out as if I really mean it because of what I did before. Aquarius, you see this person sitting in the energy of the devil. Ace of Swords. You know they're still sat in their shadow. You can feel it. You can feel it. The Chariot. Cancerian energy. Yeah, wow. Aquarius, your instinct is to run in the opposite direction. I mean, the devil, the Chariot, and the Two of Swords is hell no. Hell no. No, 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 no. You do not trust this person as far as you could throw them. Yeah, Nine of Wands is, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. You're using your intuition, Aquarius. What are you going to say to this person? Wow. If you do decide to meet them, you may decide not to. If you do decide to meet up with this person, Aquarius, what you're going to say to them is, I can't believe you've got the audacity to come back to me. Because what you're realizing is they're not coming back to genuinely apologize or even to do the right thing or to repay you money or whatever this was. They're coming back because they want something else from you. They want to somehow use you or take from you again. And you're sort of sitting in disbelief. Yes, you're confused. I can't believe they think that I'm that stupid. What is the energy between you? This was an unequal give and take situation. You may have lent this person money. They may have run out of money. They're running back to you. They may even have tried to take money from you, or you may have been generous with this person and then they just upped and left. They're coming back again. This would continue to be an unequal give and take situation, Aqua, and I think you are simply going to say no. No, I can't do what you want me to do. No, I don't believe that you're really sorry. No, I can't help. You're putting up really strong boundaries here. Really strong boundaries. You're looking at past mistakes thinking, yeah, hell no. This person isn't coming back into my life. Yeah, because they betrayed you. They betrayed you before. And what you're realizing is they're coming back because they need you. They need you. Yeah, they're hoping that their ships are going to come in. But Aquarius, you see right through this person. You see right through this person. Yeah, 5 of Wands. And you may feel angry. So Aquarius, what are you going to do from here on? Because I do think this is you shutting the door on reconciliation. You're going to move to calmer waters, Aqua. This is you thinking intensely about what happened. What you're realizing is you have to cut your losses. You're not going to get your money back, or you're not going to get a sincere apology from this person. What you are recognizing is, sadly, Aquarius, they are still sat in their shadow. They're still sat in their shadow. What are you going to do? Empress. Aqua, this is you, Queen of Swords. You're shifting into Empress energy. This is you taking care of yourself, and you're going to concentrate on your own stability. Okay, this is you protecting what you've worked so hard for, what you've worked so hard to achieve. Could be in the form of a property. Could be a little business. You are taking care of your stability. I think this is you, Aquarius, single. Queen of Swords, Empress. You're sitting as a single Empress here. What are you going to recognize? Enlightenment that this person wanted to somehow take from you again. But Aquarius, I have to say, this is a beautiful ending because you're going to sit there with very strong boundaries. You're probably never going to see this person again, feeling nice and secure, sitting in the energy of the sun. Sitting in the energy of the sun, right? Justice, feeling nice and balanced. I think this person behaved dishonorably, left you in the tower, may even have tried to destroy your financial stability, Aquarius. I think they reap some kind of karma. And I think this is them coming back to you because they're desperate. They had to cope with a very difficult situation after they betrayed you. But Aquarius, as far as you're concerned, you're keeping your balance. You're sitting in the light. And what you're thinking to yourself is, everyone has to face karma. Rather than coming back and saying sorry and trying to mend a situation, which might well be, I don't know, Knight of Coins, paying installments or giving you back the money, or saying to you they are desperately sorry, they know that they hurt you and they're going to do everything they can to sort this out. Rather than doing that, they're basically coming back to take from you again. So all they're doing is they're building up karma. I think they've already faced karma because they're in a desperate enough situation to have to come back to you, which is going to be tough for this person because they know what they did. You're going to have to leave them in the circle of karma, Aquarius, until they've learnt their lesson, until they shift out of the shadow energy. But Aquarius, look at what you've got coming in. This is gorgeous. You're going to heal, Aquarius. You're shifting from the Queen of Swords into the Empress. You're actually going to be rewarded by Source It could even be relating to your stability. If this person wrecked your stability in the past, this is a gift from Source, making you feel nice and stable. You're sitting in the energy of the sun and you will feel a sense of justice. So Aqua, if this person reaches out saying to you, I just want to see you to apologize, I'm really sorry, I've got a little gift for you, Aquarius, you're better off saying to this person or messaging this person back and saying to them, I'm really sorry, but I just don't think it's a good idea for us to meet. I wish you well, but I don't think it's a good idea for us to meet up. They may persist because remember, they're desperate, but Aquarius, I think the divine is saying stay well out of this. Okay? If you do decide to meet up with them, maybe out of curiosity, you're going to realize very, very quickly in conversation that yes, they're going to apologize, but 5 minutes later, they're going to turn the conversation around to what they really want from you. And you're going to stand there or sit there looking at them thinking, I can't believe it. I thought this was an apology, and now they're saying they need somewhere to live, or now they're saying they need more money, or now they're saying they can't afford to pay their rent. Aquarius, you're going to figure this out. And this is you seeing straight through this person. And you will turn them away. But you're going to be absolutely fine, guys. Okay? Yeah. So, Aqua, an apology's coming in. All right? Page of Cups. It's up to you what you do with it. But I think, Aquarius, this is to do with money. This is to do with them wanting somewhere to live. I think you're going to see through this person. And I think you're going to say, sorry, but no. Okay? I'm leaving it there. Take care of you. And of course, I'm sending love and light your way and many blessings. Bye, Aqua.